Andrew there, Eddie Howe, new contract. You must be happy with that. He's turned things around there for sure.
I'll be honest, when we appointed him, I was a bit like, is he going to concentrate on defence? But he has done incredible. We used to have 20% possession under Bruce. We're always now over 50, always. We're passing the ball so nicely. It's such a big improvement.
Would you like to see a couple more signings though, Andrew? Just to go that extra level.
I love Callum Wilson, but he is injury prone, so we need a decent backup because Bristwood's not good enough, and we need another winger so that there's pressure in those positions. So those are the two positions that we really need to strengthen.
Yeah, absolutely. Andrew, top man, thanks for your call. Callum Wilson's goal today, Gabs. What a goal that was.
Yeah, and he deserved that goal. Yeah, but he deserved that. How many times could they have squared it? Almiron had a chance. St. Maximin had a chance. He could have got a hat-trick today, Wilson. Yeah. You know, another team, Man City, he scores a hat-trick today because they're unselfish players. But I like his movement, his work ethic, and if he can stay injury-free for one season, he could easily get into the 20 goals if he keeps fit. Yeah,
I think some of the Newcastle players must have thought you were playing up front from because they weren't squaring each other because you could hit a barn door.
I've missed a couple of them, by the way, in training.
Rosette. Let's go to Richard, who's a Nottingham Forest fan. Richard, good evening.
Good evening, boys. How are we?
We're good, Rich. How are you feeling? Back in the Premier League, but I was a little bit disappointed with the performance today. I've said Nottingham Forest could be a surprise package, but today wasn't quite at it.
We still will be. Don't worry about it. It was a big occasion. Obviously, going to St James's Park with the atmosphere as it is. It was a lot to take in. We're on our way back down the A1 now, but we got there. We started well. The atmosphere was there. Obviously, they're an established Premier League team. They've got quality players, and we just had to step up. I just think that the occasion might have been too big for that first game. At home, probably would have been a different game. But Lingard was there. You could see the quality. I mean, he was offering for every pass.
Yeah.
Johnson looked a little bit out of it. He's got to drop or he's got to go. He's got to decide. We're just bumping balls.
Richard
was out of it. Yeah,
as well, mate, like, not many teams will get a result at St James's Park, so I won't judge anything off today for Nottingham Forest. Even Spurs will lose against Newcastle at St James's Park. It's your first home game. You need to get a result, don't you? First home game.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. I said today in the poll, I said to have Newcastle as the first game is probably the best time to have them before they get on that roll and they get carried away. Again, the atmosphere for the Newcastle was quite flat, so we were kind of thinking, right, they're up for the taking. But like you say, when you've got players like Maximin and Joe Linton and players like that who can sort of just two passes each. But on a positive, Jack Colback on his return was phenomenal. Absolutely controlled us midfield-wise, was just... He looked like he got back in his prime. He looked like he was 10 years ago. He looked a different class, and that Premier League class is what we need.
Well, let's go to Graham, who's a Newcastle fan. Graham, good evening.
Hello, sir. You all right?
We're very good, Graham. You must be happy with today's performance. 2-0 against Nottingham Forest, opening day of the season, and 2 brilliant goals.
I am happy, but Forest were quite resolute and a bit difficult to break down, if I'm honest. And when we got to the 18-yard line, despite all the possession, sometimes the movement off the ball wasn't that sharp, and we kind of looked a bit flat. So going forward, I think we're definitely going to need a few more signings across that front three up front.
Graham, what's a good season for Newcastle this season? Where would you accept as a fan for your team to finish?
To be honest, Gabby, for 14 years we've been up and down and fighting relegations, and I've been a bit of a realist. I've been a season ticket holder for 25 years. So for me, I'll be very happy with a good cup run. Maybe it's a semi-finals, maybe it's a final, and 10th or 11th. I'll take that. Where we're not getting dragged into a relegation fight, and we can build some consistency. And then maybe it's next year, we can push on the next step and maybe start looking at 7th and 8th and maybe 6th position and crawling our way into Europe.
Graham, what do you think needs to be improved in the squad though? Because you haven't, you're not done crazy business. I was expecting Newcastle to really go all out in this window, but they've been, been sensible with it. But what takes you to the next level?
I think they're trying to be sustainable, and I get that. And the financial fair play comes into it as well. And Eddie Howe and his team, they need massive recognition for the job they've done since they came in. But I think going forwards, we need
number 10,
some creative consistency across that front three. St. Maxi on his day is brilliant, and as much as I love him as a player, and he gets me off my bum.
It's greedy, though, isn't he?
He's just not consistent enough. And today there was opportunities where I would have loved to have seen Almiron and Maxi switch sides and just get round the back of Forest and turn the defence with crosses. You know, just something like that. It could make all the difference. But Forest were all right. They were resolute. They were hard to break down, but they just never got some of their players in the game. Brennan Johnson never got involved because Matt Targett and Dan Byrne just shut off that left channel really, really well. Yeah. But I don't think Forest will struggle. I think they might be all right this year.
All right, Graham, brilliant. Newcastle, great performance at 2-0 against Nottingham Forest.